Hello everyone. I'm not even sure what time. Oh, I'm 6 minutes early, but that's okay. I'll wait. It gives people time to jump on and have a chat with me. Gives time for the notification to say that I'm on live. So welcome everybody. I am Donna Gray, the owner and creator of Stamping with DonnaG. I'm going to do a bit of a crafting session today, so bear with me. It'll probably be one of those long videos because I have about 4 cards that I'm going to be doing today. But first of all, what I will do, hey Karen, hey Wendy, thanks for jumping on. So first of all, what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to go through. I've been really blessed this month with my, hey Patricia, thanks for joining, with my RAK Random Act of Kindness cards that have been sent to me, and they do have a birthday event. So because my birthday was last week, I had an awesome day for my birthday. Hey Renee, thanks for joining. Had an awesome day for my birthday, but I've received so many RAK cards and cards from Southern Skies social card swap group. So I've been really blessed and really lucky to have been able to receive all of those cards. So what I actually wanted to do today is actually jump on and show some of those cards, and then we will get to crafting. Now, first of all, just a couple of housekeeping things. We have a new catalogue that's going to be launched in June. So hence when a new catalogue comes out, comes the retiring list of all the stamps that will be retiring at the end of May. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to once again do a tribute today to some of our retired, some of our stamps. Hey Jessica, thanks for joining. Some of our retired stamps that will be retiring at the end of May. So I've actually picked as many as I possibly could, and I've decided to make some cards for you using those stamps that will be retiring. So if they are stamps that are on your wish list, please jump in and purchase your stamp sets this month, because they will be retiring, and they have guaranteed that they will supply the stamps until the 25th of May. So they will keep producing the stamps until the 25th of May. But once that date is done, whatever is left will be sold out, and that is it. So first of all, I'll flip you forward and I'll show you. I'm still trying to get this to come up on my, there I am. Okay, so I just needed to get it up on my tablet so I can see everybody's comments. So please feel free, if this is the first time that you have watched me live, feel free to say hello and let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching the recording later on, please feel free to say hello and ask me any questions. I'm happy to answer questions as I go along. Thanks, Karen, for sharing. You will get a draw into the entry draw into my monthly prize draw. Now, my monthly prize draw this month, I will show you, is going to be the beautiful Amazing You stamp set. So we'll be drawing this at the end of this month. So on the 30th of April, that will be getting drawn. So please, people, share my video. I thought it was the 7th of May for... No, I think, Wendy, they said the 25th of May. Everyone's been saying the 25th. So, hey, Jan, thanks for joining. So I may be wrong, Wendy. You may be right, but I'm not real sure. But I have heard the 25th of May. So as I said, if you see anything that I use today and you love it, or if I've changed your mind, you weren't certain about it, and when you see it today you absolutely love it, jump on to my online store and purchase your stamp sets to guarantee that you will get them. So thank you everyone for joining me. It is awesome. 7th of May for Australia, really? Well, maybe I'm watching people from overseas saying the 25th. I will double check on that one. Okay, so I'm just going to flip you forward now, and I'm just going to show you the pile of cards that I have received. And I will quickly go through this pile of cards to share with you everybody that has sent me these cards. It has been absolutely awesome. So this one here is from the Northern Territory. It's from Kathy, I think her name is Hyatt. This is wonderful. This is actually from, the Southern Skies group that I'm in on Facebook. So she's done a beautiful happy birthday card with some lovely glimmery butterflies, which is fantastic. So thank you, Kathy, for that one. As I said, I have a pile of them, ladies. This one here is from Amanda Edens, and she has used the beautiful panda stamp set. So thank you very much for that card, Amanda. That was wonderful. What else do I have here? Okay, this one's from Raylene Oldham in Victoria, and I have opened these. They've just restuck down again with the weather that we're having, because we have some lovely rainy weather here today. So this is from Raylene, and Raylene's from Victoria. I think it said, yes, Victoria. So she sent me a beautiful happy birthday card too. So thank you, Raylene, for that card. It was gorgeous. I'm going to quickly go through these so that we don't spend a lot of time. Okay, this one is from the Southern Skies Card Club group again. And this one is from Ingrid Hansen. So thank you, Ingrid. It was a beautiful card that you made for me. And she's put some lovely little message inside. So that was awesome. So thank you, Ingrid, for that one. This one's from my lovely friend, Marion Fleming, from over in Western Australia. So thank you, Marion, for my beautiful birthday card and the Cake Soiree beautiful designer series paper, which is absolutely gorgeous. Now, all the designer series paper and everything that is retiring, people, will only be while stocks last. So, okay, yeah, Renee, I've obviously been listening to people in the US. This is from Deborah Davison. So, Deborah, if you end up watching here today, hey, Carmel, how you going? You're from the Central Coast. Nice to see you join me. Is this the first time, Carmel, you've joined me live? Thank you if it is. Okay, and she's used the beautiful Sure Do Love You designer series paper, which is absolutely beautiful. So that was from Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. Okay, this one is from Alicia, and she's in New South Wales. This one was a really, really cute card. And then you open it up inside. So thank you, Alicia. That was absolutely beautiful, that card. Okay. And the next one is from Jessica. Jessica, you're watching. Thank you, Jessica. This is beautiful. Lots and lots of beautiful embossing and beautiful shimmer on there. Absolutely gorgeous card. So thank you, Jessica. It was beautiful. And I have been a little bit slack, Jessica. I haven't posted out my card swap yet for our team group, but I will get there. Now, this was a lovely RAK card, and it was from Donna Betts. So thank you, Donna. That was a lovely card. And this was a card that Donna had received, and she's now passed on to me. So that was quite nice. This one here was from Regina. Sorry, I'm probably going to... it's from overseas. Regina Hen, I would assume, is Regina's name. This was really, really pretty. Look at this. Absolutely lovely. And she has given me a lovely little message. So thank you very much, Regina. This was a lovely card swap. It was our team swap from Julianne. So thank you. Lovely card, Julianne Richards, who is a part of my wonderful Wild Heart Crafters team. This one here, Miss Priscilla, if you're watching, I hope you're watching. This is from Priscilla Gunton from Sydney, and Priscilla has made me this beautiful birthday card. So Priscilla is part of the RAK group, but also one of the admin of the Southern Skies social card group. This one here is from... what do we got? From Sandra. Sorry, Sandra, I hope I get this right. Beetham is her last name. And Sandra is from Victoria. So this was a lovely RAK. Love it, chop it card like Kylie does. So thank you, Sandra. That was a beautiful card. I told you I had heaps of cards, people. I cannot believe I ended up with this many cards. Okay, this one is from Deb Wallace, and she's from the USA. So thank you, Deb. That was a beautiful RAK card. Thank you very much. We're nearly there, people. Getting there. This one's from England, and this one was from Ruth Beckett, I think it says. And this is a gorgeous card using that beautiful, and look at the acetate here. What a lovely idea. Absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, Ruth. I'm sure it says Beckett from Essex in England. So thank you very much. This one was from the Southern Skies card group, and I have actually opened it, but I've popped it back into the envelope. And that one was from Julianne Marchant from Victoria Point in Queensland. And Victoria Point is where my brother lives in Queensland, and his wife. So that's wonderful. Mari Hook. Thank you, Mari. This was a beautiful card. And Mari is from Beachmere. So absolutely gorgeous card using that designer foil DSP that we had in celebration. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful card, and using obviously the blends to colour. So thank you, Mari, for that one. Sorry, I haven't even been looking at the comments. Oh, okay. First time live, Carmel. I will be doing crafting. I'm sorry. I'm just going through all these beautiful birthday cards that I got. This one here is from Julie Wilson, and she is from Riverstone in New South Wales. So a lovely, cute little card. Thank you, Julie. This one was gorgeous. Look at the embossing on the envelope. This one was from Denise Van from New South Wales. Look at that. And I think Denise is from the Southern Skies group. Is that it? Yes, Southern Skies social card group. Thank you for that one. That was lovely. And this one here is from Kerry Kranis, I think, sorry, and this was from the Southern Skies card making social group as well. So thank you, beautiful little glimmery dragonfly there. Hip hip hooray, it's your special day. So thank you for that one, and that one was from Kerry. Nearly there, people. This one here was from, I need to open up. It's a March RAK card, and it was from Laura. So thank you, Laura, for my beautiful March RAK card. Absolutely stunning. And it's from overseas. So I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. I don't know a lot of those overseas. This was a card swap. This was from one of my team members. It was... I'm thinking, sorry, I don't know whether I've got this right or wrong. Whether it was, I think this was from Julia. I'm not sure. I think it was from Julia Sheehan, my team member. This one here is, I'm actually not sure. Not sure who gave me this one. Sorry, and there's no writing on the inside, but a lovely, lovely swap. And this one here is from Raylene, which it's a gorgeous, gorgeous card as well. And Raylene is Raylene Oldham from Victoria. This one here, I'm thinking was from Mari Hook again, I think. Yeah, but lovely card using that beautiful beachy stamp set. And this one here is a lovely card from Crystal, and a beautiful happy birthday card. So I have been very blessed to receive all those cards. So thank you, everyone, for all of those cards. Okay, so now we're going to get on to crafting, because I know that's what you want to do. Hey, Michelle, thanks for joining. Retiring stamp sets will be guaranteed, okay, until the 7th of May. All other products are not guaranteed unless while supplies last. Oh, the green Celebrate You was from you. Sorry, Jessica. I lost the envelopes. I'd had them sitting around in a pile, and I did have envelopes here, but I didn't know which envelopes went with what card. So thank you. Anyway, okay. So let's get on to crafting. Now, I'm going to do this card first. This one was quite lovely. Okay. So this is the first card I'm going to make today. And that's using the beautiful background bits. Now this background bits is a hostess set. So this background bits can be purchased if you place an order for $250. You can use your Stampin' Rewards to get this hostess set, but it will be ending when our new catalog comes out. But it's a really, really great, awesome stamp set. Hey Joni, thanks for joining. Okay, so what I've actually chosen to is our powder pink, pink pirouette will be leaving us, and our Wisteria Wonder will be leaving us, and our white organza trim will be leaving us. So everything to do with those colours, our beautiful powder pink and Wisteria Wonder. And I do love the two colours, but there are beautiful colours coming. But if these are your favourites, people, please, please, you need to get on and order them so that you are guaranteed to get them. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the base of my card to start off with. So the base of my card is out of our beautiful pink pirouette. And everything to do with pink pirouette will be leaving. And yes, that includes the blends that we have in pink pirouette as well. Okay, so what I've actually done is on my Wisteria Wonder piece, I've actually just stamped some background images to create a little tone-on-tone look to stop that plain look from happening. You love these colours together, Gwen? Yes. Thanks for joining, Gwen. Nice to see you've popped on. I do too, I can tell you. I'm into the pastel colours. You will notice that in a lot of the things that I do. So I'm going to open up my Wisteria Wonder ink pad, and on my Wisteria Wonder piece of cardstock, I'm just checking that I'm in view there, I'm going to ink up, and this is the image of the writing that is in this stamp set just here. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do, and I've got to make sure I get the writing up the right way, I'm just going to randomly stamp. And what I've done is I've crossed over randomly stamping with this image. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just to create a little bit of a background and a bit of colour happening in the background. And then I've gone back through, so I've alternated going from side to side, and then I've gone back through and gone back down here again. So as you can see, you don't have to be perfect. It's just to create a little bit of background colour, because most of our label will be covering that. Okay, so that is just our background for our Wisteria Wonder. Just going to clean up as I go, or otherwise I'm going to end up in a nice mess if I don't do that. So I'm using my Stampin' Scrub to clean up as I go. And the Stampin' Scrub is awesome for conditioning your stamps and cleaning your stamps very easily. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my lovely Whisper White piece. And I'm also going to bring in the flowers. Now, please tell me I have them mounted up on here. Oh, there they are. Sorry, I've got so much on my desk here trying to find everything. So, in the Wisteria Wonder, I'm going to take just this flower image here, and I'm going to stamp that on the bottom left-hand corner of my Whisper White piece of cardstock. So just like so. And that allows me room then to put my powder pink, sorry, my pink pirouette, I keep calling it powder pink, my pink pirouette flower to go just there. Okay. And then I've also inked up my pink pirouette flower, and I've created a flower coming down through here. And then I've also inked it up in my Wisteria Wonder and stamped it coming down through there, just like that. Okay. And then in this stamp set, there is a lovely sentiment.
And the sentiment says, "You're always so thoughtful," which I thought that was a lovely sentiment, because there's a lot of times that we have people that do so many thoughtful things for us, and it's nice to give them a card to thank them for being so thoughtful. So I'm using my black Memento ink. Now, the reason I'm using my black Memento ink, our archival ink is going away. It will be retiring, and they are going to replace it. So there you go. You're always so thoughtful. I have been using my black Memento ink quite often for stamping sentiments. I seem to have a little bit more luck with my Memento ink rather than my archival ink. I seem to smudge, and if you have seen some of my live videos, you will understand that I seem to smudge them all the time. So I don't find I do it as much with my Memento ink. But we will be getting black stays on ink. So it will be coming, and that's what will be replacing our black archival ink. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up as I'm going here so that I don't get in a mess. Okay, so then what I've done, there's a lovely little flower. It's a group of flowers, which is really, really quite cute. So as you can see, it's going to now create a little bit of background colouring over my sentiment and up in the corner of my card. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp it straight over the top of my sentiment. So I'm going to stamp off again, stamp it straight over the top of my sentiment. Okay, just creates a little bit of interest behind the sentiment there. I'm going to stamp off once again and pop one just up in the middle. So I've done it 3 times. It may be very hard to see. I'll bring it up a bit closer so you can see. So it just creates a little bit of texture in behind your sentiment. Then up in the top corner, I'm going to stamp it full strength just to add a few little flowers up in that top corner. Now, the reason that I think a lot of people are saying that the pink pirouette is going away is because it's a very, very pale pink. But I love really pale colours, pastel colours. So I am a little bit disappointed that our pink pirouette is going. But it's all good. As I said, there is so many new colours coming. So that's just created that little bit of interest for our card. So then what I'm actually going to do is the beautiful white organza ribbon that we had in our occasions catalogue will be being retired. So I've actually decided to pay tribute to that one as well. So I've actually put it, as you can see in this one, I've put it at an angle across my card. Going to clean those ink pads up and get them out of my way so that I don't end up with that all over me. Okay, so I'll take that grotty piece of paper away. So what I've done is I've just popped some fast fuse along the top of my card and also down this side of my card to pop my ribbon in. Okay. So now what I do is, still with my ribbon connected to my roll, I work out where my ribbon is actually going to sit. So I want it at an angle, so I'm just going to place it like so. Need it a bit further over. Okay. So just there on an angle and coming down just below the 2 little flowers, just with the flowers peeking underneath, and fold it over into my fast fuse on the back and trim it. And now this piece is going to be ready to mount up onto my card. So I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back to pop this up and get a bit of 3D happening. You will get used to the fact that I love everything being popped up a little bit, because I don't know, there's something about having 3D dimension. Hey Priscilla, you've only just joined. I did show your card earlier, so you'll have to go back and watch the recording. I did show all my cards at the beginning, but you've missed it. But I definitely showed yours, and yeah, so you can watch the replay when I'm finished to check it out. So
If you've just joined me, my name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. And everything that I use in my videos can be purchased through my online store. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator in your area, I would be happy to do business with you. And we can do business with people all over Australia, so you don't actually have to live in my hometown to be able to buy from me. I have people and team members all over Australia. So now I'm just going to use my Tombow and I'm going to pop that up. Just glue it on with my Tombow. The reason why I use my Tombow is I get to have the wiggle room. So it allows me to be able to move it around and get it perfectly into place exactly where I want it to be on my card. Everyone has personal choice what they use, but I like to use the Tombow because I can move it around and get it exactly where I want it. So that one there, and I'm just going to tie a little bow and we'll pop the bow up in the corner. So a cute, simple card, yet I think the colours are really, really lovely. A nice, sweet, soft card. Okay, now as you can see, I only wasted that tiny little bit of ribbon by leaving it on my spool of ribbon and tying it. One hint to keep from wasting a lot of your ribbon is to always tie it when it's still connected to the spool. So just a glue dot on the back of my bow, and I'm just going to pop it up there. Okay, and you could, if you wanted to, finish it off with a couple of diamantes if you wanted a bit of bling, a few rhinestones on there, if you wanted a little bit of bling. But quick, super easy card, but lovely stamp set. So that was our background bits stamp set, which will be retiring, and it is a hostess set. So the only way that you can purchase the hostess set is to place an order of $250 or more, and you can use your Stampin' Rewards to purchase that stamp set. So on to the next card. Okay, now I'm very, very sad about both the stamp set and the framelits for this card. I'm really, really sad. I have only just bought Sweet and Sassy framelits, and I could not believe when they said that they were going to be on the retirement list. Just purchase them. It's been something that's been on my wish list forever. Now, honestly, if you want a set of hearts, these framelits are to die for. So please, while stocks last, these will be available. But they've got beautiful, as you can see, beautiful shaped hearts, but also the more formal hearts that don't sort of curve in. But absolutely stunning set of framelits, and I am so sad that it is leaving. Plus this beautiful Layering Love stamp set. Oh my God, what's going on? I can't believe it. But as a tribute to these today, I'm just going to show you a quick, easy card. I've already cut out my framelits to save time. But I'm actually going to stamp on this one. I'm actually going to use the... sorry, I'm trying to get a bit of room here on my desk so I can put everything. I'm actually going to use the Live, Laugh, Love. Hey, Deborah, thanks for joining. Yes, and the number framelits too, Renee. Exactly. I'm so sad. The number framelits, large numbers are going away too. But I think there's something that even us demonstrators will be holding on to. I think I actually don't know whether I want to sell my Sweet and Sassy framelits. Like, I absolutely have just started enjoying using them. So this is a really, really quick, easy card, people. I've just decided that I'm going to stamp our Live, Laugh, Love. And I want to stamp that using our Berry Burst ink pad. Sorry, I was just trying to find where I'd put my Berry Burst ink pad, but it's over for my next card. So I'm just going to, with my Berry Burst ink pad, I'm just going to stamp that, ink that up. Now it will just fit on this framelit
just fit. So hopefully I'm going to do a good job of this first go. Fingers crossed it's going to stamp on there where I need it to stamp. Look at that. Yes, yes, yes. Success. I was holding my breath then thinking, will that line up? And it did. So it's all good. Okay, so beautiful bold sentiments in this stamp set. So this is a really, really quick, easy card, but you could make multiples of this card and make them in no time at all. Hey, Becca, thanks for watching. Are you new, Becca, to my channel? I don't know whether I've seen you watching before. Come on and feel free to jump on in. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Okay, so I've stamped my Live, Laugh, Love stamp. So now it's just a case of I'm using Berry Burst as my base. So I'm going to fold over my Berry Burst and use my bone folder. And I've got a layer of our basic black. So I'm just going to layer that up and using my Tombow once again. Hey Becca, nice of you to join me. I think this is probably your first and maybe the first time you've commented. Sometimes people watch but they don't comment. I'm happy for people to comment and I'm happy to answer any questions as I go along. Okay, so Tombow once again, as you can see, because I really need to wiggle that around to get a really nice border. Now, the hint to getting these borders too, if you don't know, every time you measure your measurement here of your card base when it's folded in half. Now, to get this beautiful 1/8 of an inch border, what you do is you take 1/4 of an inch off your long measurement this side and 1/4 of an inch off your measurement that side, and that will cut that layer smaller. So I hope you can understand what I mean there. So now I'm just going to arrange these really nicely on there, like so. So as you can see, this card is coming together really, really quick. But I've been hanging to do a card like this, and hence why I bought my lovely framelits. So I'm actually going to use Tombow on the back. I'm using the glimmer paper that was from the Myths and Magic, and you get glimmer everywhere when you use this glimmer paper, but I love, love, love the colours. Okay, so just like so. And I'm going to pop up my Live, Laugh, Love on some dimensionals, and I'm also going to put this beautiful Berry Burst ribbon underneath. Okay, so my hint with the Berry Burst ribbon, I want my heart to sit like this, but I want my ribbon to come out like so from underneath. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pop a little bit of fast fuse just down here beside my heart. Now the reason I'm doing it beside my heart, it will not stick really well to the glitter. Okay, so I'm just going to, as you can see, I'm just going to separate the two ends, and I will trim these later on and stick it into my fast fuse, and then I can pop my heart over the top like so. So I'm going to take the backings off my dimensionals. So whereabouts are you from, Becca? Are you from Australia or are you watching from another country? I love finding out where people are watching me from. It is so exciting to find out how far my videos get. Okay, so I think I'm going to pop this one up as well because I think I like the dimension happening. So if you're ever going to stick onto glimmer paper, you really need to use something strong. Okay, and is that, whereabouts is that? Sorry, I'm looking at New South Wales. Okay, give me a bit. I'm from New South Wales, so, and I do travel a lot in New South Wales. Is it inland New South Wales at all? Hey Rails, thanks for joining me. Okay, so I've popped that one up and I'm just going to pop it over there. And this little one here, I'm just going to, with some Tombow, I'm just going to pop some Tombow on there. I'm just going to pop that little heart down there.
So there you go, a really, really cute. I think I'm gonna, needs a little bit more bling, I think. Even though we have all that Wollongong. Okay, I've been to Wollongong before. My girls have played hockey down at Wollongong, and I'm heading actually down Sydney South, not as far south as Wollongong, but I love the road and the beautiful bridge on the way to Wollongong. Absolutely gorgeous. That is stunning scenery. So I'm just going to use some of our diamantes. I'm just going to use the points of my scissors to pick it up. And I'm just going to pop a few little diamantes around. I think I'm going to pop a big one up in that corner up there. So there you go. A bit of bling, bit of glitter, nothing like the bling. So that was a really, really quick card using our lovely Sweet and Sassy framelets and our beautiful Live, Laugh, Love stamp set. So as I said, people, these will be retiring. So please, if you absolutely love these products, you need to jump on and quickly get in and get your items before they run out. Okay. So moving on to the next one. Oh, this one was fun. Now this one, I actually made this one. I've used several different things. How did your girls go with the hockey trials? They both got picked in the team. Thank you, Deborah, for asking. Yes, they both got picked in the team, and we have to go to South Sydney, to Cronulla in June for them to play in the state championships. So they're representing the North Coast area. So the North Coast area that they got chosen in the team for is all the way from the Queensland border down to Port Macquarie. So they've been chosen in a team, and that's all the public schools all in that area. That's how they've been chosen in the team. So thank you for, yes, it is fabulous. A little bit different to, school hockey is a little bit different to the New South Wales state hockey that we're used to. But still very talented players, and it's awesome to be representing their school. Both of my girls have represented their school on New South Wales level as well. So from this championship, they will pick an Opens New South Wales team that will compete against the private schools. They'll compete against the Catholic school and the combined independent schools in a tri-series, which will be about 2 weeks after. And I don't even really know where that will be if they get into that team. But it's Jade's last chance of making it. Denny Lee has a chance of making that team as well. So, okay, so this is a quick, simple card. I'm going to use the Stamparatus for this card. I'm also using retiring colours. I'm using our Dapper Denim, which was in our in-series colours. And I'm using the Tempting Turquoise, which is a colour that is retiring. And I'm also using our Soft Sky ink pad, which is retiring as well. So, and these embellishments that I've used are also retiring. So, as I said, a tribute to the wonderful colours and things that are retiring. So I'm using my Stamparatus. Okay, so I have this beautiful background stamp. Now I'll show you all the stamps that I'm using in this card. I'm using One Big Meaning stamp set, which is a beautiful stamp set which has lots and lots of thank yous. I'm using Wild About Flowers, which is a great stamp set for doing retirement cards. It has You'll Be Missed, You've Earned It, Retirement, New Adventure, Retirement, Congratulations on your retirement, and it says, may the very best life holds for you be yours in the days and years ahead. So it's a great stamp set for retirement cards, and that's actually what I purchased the stamp set for, because I sell cards at a local market and they were asking for a lot of retirement cards. The Water Wash background stamp, I'm really sad that that's going, but it is quite easy to be able to do water wash backgrounds, and I think maybe that's why this stamp set is being retired. But I thought I'll pay tribute to it today and use it for our card. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to line my card up. I'm not going to use my magnets for doing this with my Stamparatus because of how big the stamp is. I can't actually put my magnets unless I did the card
layer a lot bigger and then cut it down, but I couldn't be bothered to do that. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do it without using the magnet. And it's okay, I've placed the stamp where I want it to be. So I'm using my Soft Sky ink pad, and I'm going to ink up this massive, massive stamp, which is a wonderful stamp. And you'll see when I stamp this how lovely the water wash look is using this big stamp. Okay, so I've lined that up where my layer is going to sit, and I'm just going to stamp that down. As you can see, I have a scrap piece of, I'm a little bit particular about getting ink on things, so I have a scrap piece of our grid paper in, so that anything that stamps over outside, and that didn't stamp real well, so I'm actually going, oh, maybe I could take my magnets out of there, might be a good idea. So I'm going to ink that up again, and I'm going to re-go again. And it could be the fact that I'm not resting my plate on something to be able to get the image stamped, inked up. But it's all good. Hey, Alia. Thanks for joining. Okay, so there we have a really cute water wash background. So I'll just pop that out of the way. Remember, with your magnets, please don't place your magnets close together. I will clean that stamp later. Okay, so that's our beautiful background stamped with our Soft Sky ink. And I'm going to back that with some of the Tempting Turquoise cardstock. And as you can see, I've used the colours. Hey, Kathy, thanks for joining. I've used the colours, the Tempting Turquoise for the flowers. And I've used our beautiful soft suede for the stem. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to bring through that stem and ink it up with our soft suede. This is our new ink pad and the new design. They're like a compact flip design, and you push them in. Okay, so that's how they're used. It is a little bit confusing using your old ink pads and your new ones together. It does get a little bit confusing, but I am sure that we will all get used to it. And for the people that are new to Stampin' Up, you are really, really lucky, because all the new ink pads are the easier option to open. So I've just stamped my stem. Now, as you can see, it looks a lot darker in that compared to my card that I've already made. And then to close, you just pull and close like a compact. So really, really easy. No more of this pushing to open, flipping and pushing. Okay, so it's just taking out one step out of the process, but making it a lot easier for people. I know it was always a talking point in my classes of how to open the ink pad. So I think the new design will be easier. Yes, exactly, Deborah. When you do have problems with your hands and things, they will be easier to handle and to control, I think. So that was using our soft suede ink pad. Now there is 3 little flowers. Sorry, should I say 4 little flowers that line up with the top of this stem. So I'm just using our Tempting Turquoise, and I'm just going to line up those 4 flowers with the stem. And you get a beautiful flower arrangement like so. They are really, really easy to line up, and it's really fantastic the way they design our stamps to match like they do. Okay, so, and then I'm going to bring in my black Memento ink, and I'm using the thank you stamp, and that's out of this stamp here, the One Big Meaning. There is so many thank you stamps with this. I'll be super, super sad to see that one go, because it is definitely my go-to stamp for all of my thank you cards. So I'm using my Memento ink. If you want a darker, richer black sentiment, please get out your archival ink. But as I said earlier, the archival ink will be going, and we will be getting our black Stays On ink as our ink pad. So there you go, a thank you with our Memento black ink. And our card is just about done. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'll put that card together. Get that out of the way. Okay, so I'm actually going to use my Tombow to layer that up onto my Tempting Turquoise layer. And with Tombow, I know a lot of people have said, I don't know whether I like Tombow. You don't need to use a lot of Tombow. And I think the reason why people had trouble with Tombow is they used too much of it. Okay, so you don't need to use a lot of Tombow. It sticks really, really well. As I said, it's great because it has that wiggle room and it allows you to move it around and get that perfect border exactly how you want it. And I find also too, I don't know whether I put mine in a glass upside down, so it's always down into the nozzle, so that makes it really, really easy for it to actually come out. And it's when you can get the absolute most out of your Tombow is by having it upside down in a glass like that, because it's always down in the nozzle ready to go. So you get to use every single skerrick out of it. So I'm just going to pop that up once again on some dimensionals. So are there any questions? Does anyone have any questions about anything at all while I'm going along? I'm happy to answer questions as I go along. Now, the other thing is, for customers, I wanted to let you know that I will be doing paper shares, ribbon shares, and embellishment shares out of our new catalogue. Our new catalogue goes live on the beginning of June. Now, for demonstrators, we're able to purchase starting, I don't know whether it's the 1st or the 2nd of May, but the beginning of May, we're able to start purchasing from the brand new catalogue. Now, if you really, really cannot wait until the brand new catalogue comes out and goes live, you can quite easily join my team of Wild Heart Crafters. I would love to have you as part of my team, and the way you do that is just by purchasing the starter kit. So at the moment, there is a wonderful big bundle that you can get. It is on back order. I'm not sure whether it has changed. I didn't check this morning to see if there's any change in it. But May 2nd, yes, I thought it was the 2nd. I know I kept thinking 1st of May when they say the beginning of May, but yes, it is the May 2nd. Okay, so I've popped that up on dimensionals, and I'm just going to now layer that up onto my Dapper Denim piece of cardstock. And I'm just going to use some of the beautiful sticky backed sequins that we had in our Occasions catalogue. And these, sadly, will be retiring too. I know how excited everybody was when they came out. And now to think that they're retiring them already. But out with the old, in with the new. So if you want to get some of these sequins, I suggest you go and pop your order in as soon as you can, because they will only be while stocks last. It's back in all three, so they are available now, Renee. That's great. So we have some bundles that they, where are we? A pre-order bundle that you are able, it's called the Share What You Love Suite. Now, this Share What You Love Suite is absolutely gorgeous. It will be available on the 1st of May for customers to purchase. But if you wanted to purchase any of this bundle right now, you can be part of my team. And there are some beautiful, beautiful bundles in this section. There's the Just Getting Started bundle that has a stamp set, vanilla cardstock, Grapefruit Grove, which is a new colour, ink pad, Old Olive, you get a clear block, and you get some vanilla note cards, which is fantastic. And it's only $98.75. Or you can get the A Little More Please bundle, which is $159.95, and you get 2 stamp sets. One's an alphabet stamp set, and one is the Love What You Do stamp set, which I can tell you I am absolutely in love with the Love What You Do stamp set. Very vanilla cardstock. You get a cardstock pack that has a few of the new colours. Mint Macaron is coming back. This is Grapefruit Grove. You've got Old Olive. And I'm thinking that's Rich Raspberry in there. You've got Pearlized Doilies. You've got the Share What You Love embellishment kit. Very vanilla envelopes. You've got the Artisan Pearls. Rich Raspberry Felt Velvet Ribbon, which is absolutely gorgeous. And the Grapefruit Grove ink pad. Or you can have
the Gotta Have It All bundle, which is $225.75. You'll purchase that for $169 as your starter kit, plus you'll have room for some dimensionals or some ink, some glue as well, some multi-purpose glue. But you get all of this. You get the Love What You Do stamp set. You get the alphabet stamp set, very vanilla cardstock. I'm checking that I'm in the view there. You get the cardstock pack with the 4 colours, pearlized doilies, the grapefruit grove, rich raspberry ribbon, your Share What You Love artisan pearls, the Statement of My Heart, which is a beautiful stamp set that is only limited. You get that for free. You get very vanilla envelopes for free, and you get the embellishment kit for free. You also get the lovely floral dynamic embossing folder and this beautiful designer Share What You Love designer series paper, which is a double pack of paper, which is absolutely gorgeous, all for a price of $222.75. So you'll get that as your starter kit if you wanted to join. If you're interested, please let me know. Drop me a message. I would be happy to answer any questions. So there you go, quick card using those 3 stamp sets. And the last card that I'm going to do is using a really fun bundle, if I can grab it. Okay, so it's using a really fun bundle. This is the card that I'm going to be making, but I'm going to make it in a different color combination, and it's using the lovely Inside and Out stamp set. Now, the lovely Inside and Out stamp set was one of my faves, mainly because you can do such a wonderful thing by creating such a great background. And I know in our celebration free items, the Eclectic Expressions stamp set was one of my favorites. This one is the same. Because of the images that you have in this stamp set, it lends to creating a beautiful textured background, then stamping with some bold sentiments over the top. It just is amazing how you can get that to look. Now, my issue is, I'm thinking, oh, that's right, because I'm going to do a different color combination. I was thinking I haven't got the ink pads out, but so in this one, I've used our beautiful Soft Sky. I've also used So Saffron as a layer. So where did you get the leaflet for the Share What You Love bundles? That we got at Onstage, Patricia, so that's probably why you don't have that. It was part of our pre-order bundle that we had. Okay, so you can create this background, and I've used, as I said, Soft Sky, So Saffron, and I've also used, as the other ink color here, I've also used our Crumb Cake as the other ink color, and I've stamped it using our Night of Navy to get that bold stamp. So I'm actually going to do a different color combination. I'm going to use one of my favorite color combinations, which is my beautiful Lemon Lime Twist, Berry Burst, and Whisper White. So what I'm going to do now, I think all my stamps are in here. Yes, they are. Okay, so I'm going to grab some of these and get them mounted up. So I need that one. I think ooh, bigger one. That one. Okay, so I'm going to use the big round circle. I'm also going to use this funny shape here. I'm also going to use these little dotted look. Now I've done hugs on that. I might actually, I think I'm going to still do Sending You Hugs. I think that's a great sentiment to do. That one will fit on there, and this one will fit on that narrow one. Okay, so I'm all sorted. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my piece of Whisper White, which is that one. I'll pop all that aside. Okay. Yes, I'm sad that's going to Patricia. I love this stamp set. I absolutely do. So I'll leave this one here in view so we can see what we did. So I'm going to use
use... I'm going to use my Berry Burst, but I think I'm going to stamp because I think it's going to be a little bit too bright for this card. So I sort of want to have it that it's going to be a little bit paler. Okay, so I'm actually going to use the big circle first, and as I said, I'm going to stamp off first and then stamp on. Okay, so I'm getting a lighter colour, stamping first and stamping back on. And as you'll see, I mucked up there, I didn't ink it up properly, but that's okay, it will go with the flow. Part of the texture in the background. Okay, so I'm actually going to use a lemon lime twist now, so I'm clean that stamp. And I must admit, if you don't have Stamp and Scrub, you don't know what you're missing out on. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp 3 of these as well. Okay, now with my little dots, I'm going to go through, I actually think I'm going to go through with my fresh fig with the little dots. And yeah, I'm going to stamp off as well. So I'm going to ink that up, stamp off. Now I'm randomly going to stamp these anywhere I wish. Okay, so I'm stamping off each time. And just creating a fantastic, fun background. Okay. Now, I'm also going to use the other little funny rectangle-y sort of shape. And I think I'm going to use that in our lemon lime twist. Okay. I'm randomly going to stamp that wherever I feel. Like so. Okay, now, to make your sentiment stand out, you need to use a really deep, dark colour. And I actually think that our fresh fig will do the job full strength. So I think I'm going to ink up my sentiments in the fresh fig and see how we go. So we just have to go with the flow here because I think it's going to stand out pretty well. Okay, so I'm just going to say hugs about there. You're crafting and watching me at the same time, Patricia. Okay, sending you, and I haven't got that on there straight, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this goes lovely and straight. Because it is crooked on my block. Not too bad. Disappears a little bit into the card, but as I said, it was a bit of a lucky draw, this one, because I hadn't tried the colours out beforehand. It works a lot better, hence why I did the colours a bit lighter in the background, but it works out when you have a lighter background. I probably could have stamped that in black and it probably would have stood out a little bit better, but hey, that's what crafting's all about, isn't it? Trying things. It feels like crafting with friends. Exactly, Patricia. That's what we're here for, isn't it? Crafting with friends. I love crafting with friends. Okay, now, the ribbon that I'm going to use is the Berry Burst ribbon that I have. I'm going to do a beautiful Berry Burst ribbon down that side. So I'm just going to turn that over. Bit of fast fuse, just where I want to pop my ribbon. And sadly, fast fuse is going, but I think you will be able to use our tear and tape. We'll do the similar job. I use fast fuse when I know I definitely want something to hold really, really well, like I want my ribbon not to move, hence why I use the fast fuse. But I will be using tear and tape in place of that. in time to come. Hey Carmel, thanks for joining. I'm actually going to move that ribbon over a little bit because it's a little bit too close to my sending. So I'm just going to take that off, move it over just a smidge. Same with the top one. That's better. A bit further away from that word. Okay. So now I'm going to bring in my base. So I'm going to, oh, I didn't pop that on very well. So I'm actually going to mount that up onto my cardstock. Now in this one I actually didn't use any 3D dimension. I'm going to use the Tombow for this layer, but then I think when I actually pop the full layer on to my base, I'm going to pop it up with dimensionals. You stocked up on Fast Fuse rails? I wish I did. When I went to stock up on Fast Fuse, it was already on backwater, and then I thought, you know what? I have to learn to work without it. I have to learn to work with something else, so it'll do me a favour. So I didn't end up ordering any. I could have ordered it and got it on back order, but I just, yeah. I didn't know whether that was going to be guaranteed that we were going to get it, and I thought, nah, I'll just have to make do without. Hey Diane, thanks for watching. Okay, so now I'm going to fold my lemon lime twist base in half and use my bone folder. Sorry, I just bumped the camera there then. Okay, and then I'm going to use some dimensionals and pop that up. You're a Tombow girl. I'm a Tombow girl too, Deborah. For most things, I'm a Tombow girl. But for popping my ribbon on to cards, I love my Fast Fuse. So, that's probably the only thing that I'm going to miss, but the tear and tape will do that job. I'll be able to just pop a little bit of tear and tape on the back and it will do the job. So I think I'll be fine. You only just learn how rails. You just learn how to use the Tombow. Sorry, the Fast Fuse. Exactly, because I know everyone had trouble with it. And I still, every now and then, I still get one Fast Fuse that doesn't seem to want to play nicely with me and doesn't seem to want to come out when it wants to, and it gets all glugged up in the end. But yeah, I haven't had too much trouble with it. It has been quite good. So, okay, so I'm just going to pop that up on my lemon lime twist layer. And then I'm just going to tie a bow with my berry burst, and I think I'm just about out. I will just have enough to tie my bow. I'm using up all of these ribbons and things that aren't going to be carried on. I'm using up lots and lots of my stash before all the new things come in. I'm just so excited. I cannot wait until the beginning of May to jump on and order more new goodies. I've had so much fun from my on-stage order, but I'm now hanging for the next stage, hanging to be able to order at the beginning of May to get all new items. I don't know what we're going to be able to order in our pre-order, but I cannot wait. Okay, so now this is just a little trick that I do with my ribbon. If you fold it in half and trim up, you get that beautiful little V shape in your ribbon. So fold it in half, trim up at an angle, and there's that beautiful V shape in your ribbon. Just sets your ends of your ribbon off and stops them from fraying, so it is a handy little hint to do. Okay, I'm going to pop a glue dot on the back of my ribbon. Okay, so pop the glue dot in place. Hi Renee, I can't remember whether I've said hello to you already today. It just says that Renee's watching. Thank you for watching and joining and crafting in with me. Now I'm just popping a few, if you'll notice, a few little glue dots underneath my ribbon to make my ribbon sit really nicely, exactly where I want it to sit, and I get the tails to sit the way I want it to. I just want to turn that tail over a little bit and pop a glue dot underneath there, and that way your ribbon stays really, really nice. Okay, I think we can add a little bit more bling to this. So I'm going to get out my sequins once again, because there is some beautiful bright pink sequins that we need to use on this card. So I'm just going to fluff this one up a little bit with some bling, because we all love a little bit of bling. You love the glue dots, Deborah? Yes, they're very, very handy. And they're great for making sure that something stays in place, which is great. So just some of our sticky adhesive back sequins, just to bling that up a little bit. So once again, as I said, all of these items are available in my online store. If there's something that I have used today, I'll bring in all the cards now so we can see what we made. So if there's something that I've used today and you were thinking, oh wow, that's fantastic, you really, really need to pop on and order now, as things will run out really, really quickly. So there you go. Quite a few. Sorry, I'm trying to fit them all in. Quite a few lovely quick cards using some of the retiring stamp sets. So thank you all for watching today. As I said, if you share my video, you will get an entry into the draw to win the amazing new stamp set, which I will be drawing at the end of April, so the 30th of April. Thank you for the hearts, everyone. That's wonderful. Now, you have to live in Australia to be able to be in the chance to win this stamp set, but you must also type shared in the comments. The typing the shared in the comments is really, really important, because sometimes Facebook is a little bit strange and doesn't tell me that certain people have shared. So please make sure you... Thanks, Rails, for sharing, and thanks, Karen. I know you shared too. Thank you for everybody that shares my videos. It helps get my crafting out there, and it helps me be able to bring you more of these fun videos. So I hope you all enjoyed crafting with me today. And feel free to pop on over to my website, which is www.stampingwithdonnag.com, to get up on all the latest news. Now, if you're interested in my paper share and my ribbon share and my embellishment share that I will be doing from the brand new catalogue starting in June, please pop on over to my website, which is stampingwithdonnag.com. You'll see on the home page there is a form that you can submit, and it will give you the option of what you want to submit the form for. So you can actually say paper share, ribbon share, embellishment share. So please feel free. And if you haven't got a catalogue getting sent out to you and you want to get your hands on a brand new catalogue, please go over to my website and fill out that form on the home page, and I'll be happy to send you a catalogue out in the middle of May. I will be purchasing my catalogues at the beginning of May, so you need to get on that list before the end of this month so that you are definitely going to be able to get that catalogue sent out to you. Oh, thank you, Alia. That's fine. I'm happy even if you've shared from the UK. That's awesome, because I love people watching me from all over the world. So thank you very much for sharing. That would be great. So thank you all for joining me today crafting, and it's been an awesome crafting day with you all. And until next time, keep watching my Facebook business page, because I tend to go live every now and then without any warning. I jump on and do a live video. So make sure you have liked my business page so you get notifications, and turn the notifications on to know when I'm going live. So once again, thank you all. This is Donna Gray, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to leave me a message, send me a personal message. I would be happy to help you out. So thank you all, and until next time, have a great day, and join me back here again for crafting. Bye for now.